Well, hello, you're very welcome back to the channel. Where we are today is Roselawn Cemetery in East Belfast. We're just above the Castlereagh Hills here in Belfast. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the gravestone and the final resting place of one of the world's top footballing talents of the past. Of course it is George Best I'm referring to. So it's lovely to be here in Roselawn in East Belfast. We're in Tom McLean country. Tom, if you're watching, he had a recent health scare, and Tom, everyone from the channel, and me included, wants to wish you all the best in your recovery. It's great to see you back on YouTube, enjoying life again. So best wishes and shout out to Tom McLean. George Best lived from 1946 to 2005. He was a wonderful footballer, winger and dribbler. Played for Manchester United from 1963 to 1974, and then a range of clubs thereafter until 1983, all the way from Cork over to LA and back again. Played for Northern Ireland from 1964 to 1977. He won 2 league titles in the European Cup with Manchester United and won the European Footballer of the Year in 1968. He was known as the Fifth Beatle and lived a life of luxury in addition to his many footballing talents, but he had many problems. Before we go into some of those problems in his life, let's actually take a look at the grave here. So here it is here. It's a fairly simple grave. His mother and his father are also buried here, and you can just pause the video there and read along if you want to. Very basic grave. Someone has laid down a nice wee Manchester United statue with the logo, and there is a wee trophy. I think that's a bowls ball on the top of maybe George or Dickie or Annie played bowls at some point in their life. I don't know if that's a tribute to the whole family or a bowls person or a footballer, but regardless, it's a nice sweet tribute. So it's a fairly basic grave for really what most people are coming to this grave for is George, who lived a wonderful life of footballing talent and also access. He was known as the Fifth Beatle because, of course, he was in his superstar footballing prowess at the same time as the Beatles. And he used his Ulster wit to describe and make light of some of his problems. He said that he spent all his money on booze, birds and fast cars, and he just squandered the rest. In 1969, he says he gave up alcohol and women, and it was the worst 20 minutes of his life. And then as well, he said if he had to choose between dribbling past 5 players at Anfield and scoring a goal from 40 yards or spending the night with Miss World, he said it would be a hard choice, but thankfully he's done both. So George Best, a footballing and life story of tremendous talent and achievement, but also access and issues with addiction that tragically ended in a much earlier death and a difficult life than what he otherwise would and perhaps should have endured. It's a moral and a lesson story for many of us, especially those born with tremendous talent. With great talent and power comes great responsibility. It's good to learn from the mistakes of yourself, but it's even better to learn from the mistakes of others. So lovely to be here in Roselawn Cemetery here. A lot of people buried here, none more famous than the world famous George Best, who of course played for Manchester United and achieved much in his life. Just want to finish the video thanking you for watching. If you're interested, please do subscribe to the channel for more. And as we have said in Northern Ireland for many years, that Maradona was good, Pele was better, but George was the best. Over and out from George Best's grave at Roselawn Cemetery. Have a wonderful day.